Hello, this is a brief introduction of MexcelTrader. Once you buy MexcelTrader and you install the application, what you will get is an icon like this on your desktop. Once you double click on it, you will get this. Actually, it starts from here. This is the first dashboard that you will see. For the purpose of this presentation, I'm using MexcelTrader N10, which is the premium version. What it does is it connects to multiple MT4s. It's very similar to the standard version, MexcelTrader 5.1, which connects to a single MT4 with the ability to handle several MT4s being the only difference between the two. So if you're somebody who is using only one MetaTrader 4, then you would probably be more interested in MexcelTrader 5.1, which has exactly the same functions as MexcelTrader M10. And if you're somebody who is using, who has several accounts with different MT4 brokers, then obviously MexcelTrader M10 will probably appeal more. Okay, so once you install the application and you open MexcelTrader, this is the first thing that you will see. You have the MexcelTrader ribbon right here, and below you have different tabs. I will explain what they all mean. Just before we go on, I just want to say what MexcelTrader is. Basically, it's a plugin. It's an Excel plugin for MetaTrader 4. It allows you to manipulate your MetaTrader 4 platform via Excel. You can execute close positions using Excel. Basically, you can manage your trading experience via Excel. This is very useful to people who are used to the calculating power that Excel offers and to the flexibility and freedom that Excel comes with. It will work, MexcelTrader will work on just about any Excel version from Excel 2007 upwards, up until the latest Microsoft version that came out last year. We do provide updates whenever there is an Excel version that creates problems, but so far we haven't had any problems. Okay, so I'll just go over all the features and the functions that MexcelTrader introduces. Let's start with the tabs, and then we'll move to the icons in the ribbon up here. So I've already connected MexcelTrader to this Forex broker. I'm using this particular Forex broker simply because the last client that we spoke to had some questions, so we just installed it to see what we can do for that particular client. We don't endorse this client, this broker. We use various brokers, so it just happens to be this particular broker. For the example, it could be anybody. That doesn't matter, as you probably well know. MetaTrader is the same regardless of which broker is behind it. However, let's just try and disconnect this first so you can see how it all works actually. So we just remove that. Okay. Yep. So let's just close this one here. Okay, so we're good. All right, so you go to MetaTrader wizard. You click on that button, then you go next. So what it does is it will scan your PC and automatically give you a list of all the MT4 platforms present on your PC. For some reason, I wasn't able to get this particular broker to work because they want some very complicated, what I find at least to be very complicated registration process. to get a demo account, so I just dropped them. So I'll give you an example with this one here. It does work with that particular broker as well. So let's do this one. So just pay attention to where it's installed. So it's position 1. So finish. If your MT4 is not open, don't worry, MexcelTrader will open it automatically. Waiting for an update. So now here you have all the data that you would normally see in your MT4 account. You should know that the data updates live. There is no lag between MexcelTrader and your MT4 platform. We've worked nearly a year to make sure that that doesn't happen. We're very proud of that achievement. All the information is exactly the same at any given second to the one you will see excuse me, to the one you will see in your MT4. You have account history, exposure. As you can see, you've got exactly the same numbers. Profit, loss, just have to extend it a little bit. You can probably see it better there. You see, there's no lag. It's real time. There. So this gives you an overview of your account details. If you have linked more than one MT4, you will be able to see all the information here of all the MT4s that you have linked. There is technically there is no limit to how many MT4s you can hook up. I mean, there is 5, but you can always add more and more and more and more and more. I guess at one point there'll be one too many. We just don't know what that number is. It will depend largely on your PC, but you will not have a problem handling 4 or 5 MetaTraders. The next thing is open positions. So here is everything, all the positions that are currently open. As you can see, they change at exactly the same time, so it's live. There's no lag. You have swaps, current price, TP, take profit, stop loss, entry, currency, everything is here. This is something that I wanted to use for an example. Then you have the trade history. All the closed positions will be shown here. They'll be exactly the same as the ones here. Pending orders, all the pending orders will be shown here. Okay, well, this is something that if you have more than one broker connected, it would just give you a very general overview of the prices of some of the most popular currencies. Then you have functions. This is probably what MexcelTrader is most well known for. It introduces trading functions into Excel that can open, close, and just basically manage positions via Excel directly onto MetaTrader 4. This is what a function looks like. Open position, euro-dollar. I will explain that in a minute. Then you have some more examples, just a basic example of a MACD strategy. And then you have a dashboard, a visual dashboard of your positions. The changes as your profit and loss changes here, as you can see. So it moves up and down just to give you a very general overview of how your trades are performing. On the top, we have the trading panel. You choose a broker. In this case, we only have one. This trading panel can open and close positions. Let's just do that so you can see how it works. So we can just, let's say we can just buy euro yen. See what happens. Boom, there it is. And we can sell, I don't know, let's say sterling Swissy. There. You now have all of them showing here. As you can see. You can also close those positions. Just select one and say close. It's reflected instantly in your MT4. You can, close another one if you like. There. So you got 2 positions closed and 2 positions left. Then we can go to quotes. So let's just use this one here. You can go to quotes. With quotes you can basically take in real time. Let's select this one here. Let's have those 2. So you have bid ask, high low, those are live quotes. You can actually get that information without buying MexcelTrader. There is a function in MetaTrader 4. I don't think that MetaTrader advertises that function, but if you look into Google, if you just type in Google DDE MetaTrader 4, then you will see the functions to call the quotes in Excel. It's free, you don't have to have MexcelTrader, but it helps to have it like that. Then you have currencies, which is basically it gives you all the information according to your time frame. Let's just say that, oops, so let's say daily, dollar yen. So here they are. So you've got all that information with respect to the time frame. So if it was hourly, it would be different. If it was 4 hours, again different, and so on. Indicators. Now this is something you cannot get from MT4 in any other way, as far as I know, at least. So let's say you want dollar yen, and let's say average true range. The ATR is one of my favorite indicators. Time frame, let's say 1 hour. Period, let's use a typical 14. We just add that, and there you go. You now have dollar yen, the live value of an ATR right here for a 1 hour chart, and this value will keep changing because the ATR changes, because this is live data. You can do that with many other indicators. You just have to set them up. You need to provide time frame, apply price, period, and so on. The next thing you've got is historical data. You have currencies. So let's have a look at that. Let's choose a symbol, euro dollar, time frame 4 hours, for example. I just come here, and you can either go entire history, which will pull all the history available in MT4 for that particular currency. You can select a time period from this particular date to that date, or you can just ask for the last 10 or 20 or whatever entries. So let's say in this case, let's for the last 15 days, for instance. So there it is. So this is for the 4-hour chart on euro dollar. Open, high, low and close for the last 15 days. Here it is. You can have all that information, which some people either use to analyze the historical prices of a particular currency, or they just use it to build a strategy. Next is the indicator. You can get the historical value of just about any indicator. Let's say again ATR, I just love that indicator. Symbol, Euro Swizzy, time frame, let's say 1 day, period. Let's use 14 again. Last 10 days is good. Let's just select the cell. Add data. Come in here. The next thing you have is custom indicators. There is a thing to be said here. Not all custom indicators can be imported in MexcelTrader. It largely depends on the way that the custom indicator was built. If it's a proprietary custom indicator that you purchased from someone else, it will most likely not work. The ones that do work are the ones that produce numerical values. So if it's an indicator that simply paints something on the charts, then it will probably not show here. It won't work. If, however, it is an indicator that produces a value, a number of some sort, then it will most likely show. It's a bit of hit and miss with the custom indicators. It works for some people, it doesn't work for others. It really depends on the way your custom indicator was built. Sometimes we can help with it, but it's not something that we can really guarantee. So reset IDs, well, I'll explain that in a bit. Let me just show you how the functions work now, which is something that is unique to MexcelTrader. Okay, so here you have some functions as an example. So one of the things to do is just to pull the help file. Once you purchase MexcelTrader, you will get a help file, and inside this help file you will have all the functions described with an example. MexcelTrader basically introduces 5 functions. It is the open position function, which is this one here. It opens a position. Then is the close position function, which closes an open position. This is the modify position function. It will obviously modify any position, either open position or a pending position. You have a place order position, which is basically pending order, and then you have cancel order position function. So all those work in pretty much the same way. Once you understand what is what, you shouldn't have a problem. So just to go quickly over it, here is an example. If you want to say you want to open a euro dollar position, let's just do one actually. I think it will be much easier that way. So okay, here is something that I tried just a while ago. All right. Say you want to open, we'll just keep it simple. You want to open a euro dollar position. So what we're going to do is first, this is the function, you just say open position. I bracket. So now the first thing that you have to do is you need to provide a unique ID for this function. This unique ID can be a number between 1 and 1 million. Let's say for this particular example we'll use 66. Then you need to use the number of your broker, which is 1. You can see it here. See, 1. If you have more brokers, 2, 3, 4, obviously you use those numbers. depending on which broker you want to execute the position with. Then you need to select the instrument, which, let's say in this case, will be euro dollar. It needs to be in quotes. Then it's a comma. Then quotes. Now B is to go long, to buy, and S is to go short, to sell. Let's say we buy. The next thing to do is to put a slippage, price, entry price. If you want the position to execute instantly, then just put 0. The next one is slippage. Slippage is very tricky because brokers have different rules. They don't always abide or honor particular slippage numbers, so we usually put that at 0. Then it's the lot, how many lots. So if it's 1, then it's 1 standard lot. Then you have obviously 0.1 for mini lots, and I believe it was 0.01 for micro lots. Let's just keep it to standard lots. Then you have stop losses. You can just put whatever, 1, 0, 0, 4. I'll just put 0 here. Then you have take profit, which is your take profit level. Again, I'll put 0 here. And now that last number that I'll use it will determine whether or not the function is alive. Now if it's a 0, it's a dead function. It won't fire. If, however, that number is 1, then it will fire as soon as I press enter. Now you can use that to create strategies and triggers. So let's just see how that works. Just before I press 1, let's have a look at this here and see how quickly it will execute. So, okay, once I press enter, we should immediately see an open position here. Okay, let's go for it. There. As soon as I tapped enter, the position opened. So it's shown in MT4 and it's shown here as well. There it is. So this is how the function works. The same thing is with close functions. You use a close function, you type close function, then you need to provide a unique ID, the broker, in this case 1, and then the number of the position, the ID of the order, and then 1. To show that, to tell Excel that this is an active function, or 0 if you don't want that action to, that function to execute, which again is great for triggering depending on certain criteria you may have. All the other functions, they follow exactly the same logic. You have place order, which is basically pending order, and you have the modified position. So this is the list of functions here. There is just a very basic example of a function that will trigger. It's a very simple, when MACD crosses the 0 on the hourly chart. I was doing something earlier and I just deleted the whole example here. It is actually something that you should also do, because the example that we have provided is active. So if you install MexcelTrader and you connect it immediately to a live account, then it may trigger a position. So you should definitely experiment with MexcelTrader using a demo account first, and you should remember to come here and deactivate that example. It can be done by just changing this from 1 to 0. If you have it, if it's 1, then it's ready to fire. If it's 0, then it's deactivated. So the same thing is here. This is an example of having several brokers connected to MexcelTrader. So provided that MACD crosses the zero on the hourly chart, then MexcelTrader will open a one lot long euro-dollar position via the broker with the lowest spread. Here is a frequently asked questions. Of course, if you have any questions or something is not clear, please send us an email to support@mexceltrader.co.uk and we'll answer to the best of our ability. Again, as I said, this is the premium version of MexcelTrader. MexcelTrader is not a tool for the beginner, for the amateur trader. This is a tool for the more advanced trader, for people who take forex trading very seriously. I believe it's probably the best tool out there when it comes to doing anything about forex from Excel. And also it's a tool that allows you to not only manipulate MetaTrader from Excel, but it allows you to use the computing power of Excel to do really complicated calculations. And it also allows you to do just about anything you want, really. The only limitation with MexcelTrader, with Excel, is basically your imagination. You can do anything you like. You can import as much data as you want. You can connect Excel to other applications that have an Excel plugin, and you can create a really interesting system. There are a few trading floors around the world, especially in the UK, in London, that are using MexcelTrader. So it's a very useful tool for the serious traders. If you have any questions, again, please send them to us. That's all for now. Thank you for your time.